Who do you think would win a fight between a caracal and a lynx? Both caracal and lynx are small wild cats. Despite their size, these cats have a hunting instinct and can even be dangerous. But what if these cats lived in the same habitat and had to fight for food? Who would win? Moreover, there is a place where they could meet outside the zoos. Southeast Turkey. The caracal is also referred to as the Persian lynx or African lynx, although it is not part of the lynx family. It is more related to the serval and the African golden cat. The name of this cat comes from the Turkish word Caracal, which means black ears, and black ears are a characteristic feature of the caracal. Lynxes are medium-sized predatory cats, which are also occasionally known as bobcats. These cats are characterized by small tufts of hair jutting from the tips of their ears. Different species of this cat range from North America to Eurasia. What do they look like? A caracal has a sleek coat of reddish-gold short hair and a line of white fur around each of its eyes. This cat's ears stand straight up and are topped off by long black tufts of hair. Some scientists believe that caracals communicate with one another by twitching their ears. A caracal's tail helps it to turn and stay on course when chasing a bird, rabbit, or other prey. A caracal has long, strong legs. When hunting, its legs work like coiled springs as it leaps into the air to grab a bird as it flies away. Caracals have sharp claws that help them to grab onto trees and climb up into the branches. An adult caracal can weigh from 20 to 40 pounds, 9 to 18 kilograms. A caracal is about 24 to 42 inches long, 60 to 106 centimeters, and 18 inches tall from its shoulder, 45 centimeters. The Eurasian lynx is the largest member of the genus and Europe's third largest predator. The weight of a full-grown adult ranges from 40 to 80 pounds, 18 to 36 kilograms, and its length ranges from 28 to 51 inches, 70 to 130 centimeters. The largest animals stand as tall as 24 to 28 inches, 60 to 71 centimeter at the shoulder. Lynxes are long-legged, medium-sized wildcats with striking tufts of dark hair on the tips of their ears, a ruff of well-developed side whiskers, powerful fangs, and a short tail. Lynxes have a goldish to red-brown coat with dark spots. Chest and belly fur is cream white in color. Where do they live? Most caracals live in sub-Saharan Africa, as well as in parts of the Middle East. They make their home in dry environments such as savannas, woodlands, and even in areas with mountains. Caracals have adapted to the hot climate of their environment by sleeping during the day to conserve energy and hunting at night when it's cooler. They sleep in burrows, rock crevices, dense bush, or even on a branch in a tree. These cats have stiff hairs on the pads of their feet, along with other types of hair, allowing them to walk comfortably on the sandy ground of a savanna. Sometimes these cats can cover as many as 12 miles as they search their territory for prey. In North America, 3 different species of lynx can be found across most of Canada and the United States. They can also be found in northern Mexico. They are also found from northern Europe all the way into Asia. They can be found from northern Pakistan to India, as well as throughout the Mount Damavand area in Iran. Lynxes prefer to live in higher altitudes, typically in mountain ranges. They also tend to stick to densely vegetated areas, with lots of shrubs, bushes, tall grass and trees. Heavy vegetation provides cover for the animals while they stalk prey. They live mostly in temperate regions and are infrequently found towards the polar or tropical zones. What do they eat? Like other cats in the wild, a caracal is a carnivore. Its speed allows it to catch and eat many types of animals, including rabbits, birds, snakes, lizards, and sometimes insects. Sometimes a caracal will go onto a farmer's land to catch sheep, goats, or other livestock to eat. Caracals eat whatever they can catch. A caracal can eat a dove one night and a young impala the next. They use their claws to remove this hair before eating their meal. Caracals can survive long periods of time without water. Their thirst is satisfied with the body fluids of their prey. The lynx is a pure carnivore and hunts smaller cloven-hooved animals such as deer, chamois, reindeer, and musk deer. A stalk and ambush hunter, he usually hunts in the evening when the prey is also active. If a surprise attack fails, the lynx does not follow the prey. In attack, it leaps onto the prey, sinking the claws of its forepaws into the flesh, and kills it with one bite at the throat. If it has killed a deer or chamois and is not disturbed, it will come back on several nights until it has completely devoured the prey. Only the large bones, the head, the pelt, and the innards remain. A lynx needs to kill one deer or a chamois a week, which means around 60 animals a year. How do they behave in the wild? Caracals are fiercely territorial and mark their territories with urine. Caracals are very easy to tame and have been used as hunting cats in India and Iran. Caracals are able to hide particularly well, and although they are quite abundant in numbers, because of this ability to hide, they are very rarely seen in the wild. Vocalizations include meows, growls, hisses, and coughing calls. Their combination of strength, speed, and agility makes the caracal a formidable predator. Typically crepuscular, the Eurasian lynx is active at dawn and dusk and will often sleep out both day and night in thickets and other places that are safe for hiding. These lynxes are good climbers and sometimes lie in trees and high rocks, watching for prey and ambushing them. They are solitary creatures, as are most cats, except during the breeding season. Males and females have overlapping territories and communicate through means of scent marks that they leave around their borders. The Eurasian lynx produces an unusual variety of vocalizations throughout the breeding season. Growls, grunts, coughs, and meow-like caterwauling. Now it's time for the fight. So let's find out together who would win, a caracal or a lynx. Both caracal and lynx are very good predators. But if we talk about a fight between a caracal and a Eurasian lynx, it is clear that the lynx will win this fight, only because of its size. As I said before, the chance that these two cats will meet is quite small, because the only place where their habitat overlaps is southeastern Turkey. The only chance of the caracal in front of a lynx is for it to fight a Canadian lynx, which is smaller than the caracal. In this case, the caracal would have the upper hand. Having similar solitary lifestyles and being both felines, their fighting style is similar. Caracals, like many wild cats, are ambush predators. They quietly stalk their prey as closely as possible and then rely on a direct pounce, leap, or short run to catch it. Caracals are known for their acrobatics. Caracals keep their claws sharp to help them capture their prey. They sometimes climb trees and even stash their catch in the branches for a later meal. In the case of the lynx, the situation is similar. It leaps onto the prey, sinking the claws of its forepaws into its flesh, and kills it with one bite at the throat. So the only decisive factor remains the weight, and the lynx being bigger and harder to win this fight. Another factor would be the fur of the lynx, which being larger can function exactly like the lion's mane, protecting the neck from the fangs of other predators. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button.